Hey there everybody! The purpose of this video is to get us some solutions to this homework from last class. Sorry about my hair, I just got out of my Total Fit class, so it's a little bit extra special today. First one is write a fraction equivalent to 2/3 but with a denominator of 12. So I'll just do this the way we did it in class the past couple days. We're trying to get over here to a 12 on the denominator. If we start with a 3, that I think means multiply by 4. Which means I can multiply the numerator by 4 too, which gives us 8/12. Pretty straightforward. 3/8 with the denominator of 96. 3/8, but we've got to get over here to a 96 in our denominator. So 8 times what is going to give you 96? I bet you the way you're doing these is, this one you probably do in your head. But this one you might have been able to, you might not have been able to. But another way to figure out this 4 is to do 12 divided by 3. So have what you've got and divide what you've got into what you need, and that is what you have to multiply by. So you divide that into that, you're going to get 12. So it's 8 times 12, so 12/12, and you'll get 36 96ths there. In class, flip the coin 10 times. This is going to depend on what you got when you did this one. I'm not sure what everybody got. I'll just make up a number. Let's say I got 4 out of 10 flips. I don't know if I did or not. I got to get a denominator of 50 and 100. So to get from 10 to 50, it's multiplied by 5. So that would be 20 50ths. And to get in the 100, you multiply, well, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can do 10 times 10, which means 4 times 10 to get 40. Or you could also do 50 times 2 to get to 100, 20 times 2 to get you to 40. Either way, it gets you the same place. Explain in a sentence or two your process for finding a fraction equivalent to a given fraction. So I just kind of described the way through one of them. Look at the denominator you have, and then look at the denominator you need. Of course, this is more of a general question. It doesn't say describe your method for finding a fraction equivalent to a given fraction with a certain denominator. It just says equivalent fraction. So take whatever fraction you've got and multiply that fraction by an equivalent number numerator and denominator. And that works. That's simple enough. So I can't wait to see what you all wrote there. Extra 2 points. Write a fraction equivalent to each of the ones in number 1 above, but with a denominator of 5. So I'm going to pick one of them. Let's just do 3/8. Okay, so 3/8. This was an extra credit question. This was an extra credit question, but at the same time, you can apply the same logic to it. So you've got to come over here, 5. So if you remember, when we got to this one, I said you take your denominator you have, divide it into the denominator that you want, and that tells you what you have to multiply by. Well, guess what? That works here too. Take the denominator you have, divide it into the denominator you want, and then that's what you multiply by. So to get from 8 to 5, we divide 8 into 5, and I would multiply both the numerator and denominator by 5/8. Would be totally fine. 8 times 5/8 equals 5. You know that's true from what we did in class. 8 times 5 over 8, well, that's 8 over 1, and that's equal to just 5. You know that already. Multiplying the numerator by 5/8, you'd actually have 15/8 over 5, which I know looks completely and utterly ridiculous, but it's also a completely legit fraction. And I don't know what I told you, answer must be exact. That's one way of writing it. Another way of writing it, and I'm not sure, it depends on how your fraction skills are, would be 15/40ths. I'm not sure if anybody would have written that whatever way, either of the 2 ways I did it or a different way. So I'll see what you did here in a second. But that's a quick little set of solutions to our homework from last class. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Be well.